Hello everyone, my name is Adreden, and we are back in 7 Days to Die, Adreden. Yeah. So, we're just waiting for the Horde, which is terrible. Oh no, I need water! Let's put these down here, and use some of that there. Yeah, this desert is a little bit terrible for us. May as well just eat up what we can. Yeah, food is totally fine. This water is going to kill us during the night, I think. That is unfortunate. Wish I could just tape this hat onto, or this flashlight onto this hat here, but I guess we don't actually have any duct tape on us, so. So we have snowballs and recipes. Let's see here. We need a campfire for sure, but I did not bring everything I needed here. So up, climb all the way up, please. Good enough. Well, maybe we'll just put on this flat part. It's actually pretty convenient. Never really hung out up here before. It's kind of neat. Alright, let's just put this in here. Like that, I guess. And we'll put a little bit of wood in there. Bottled murky water. That's sort of what I thought. Is not fantastic. I was hoping to find some, find a pot really quick, but don't know that we can. Well, we should try anyway. Okay. I don't think that it's worth having all this. Mr. Bone Kraken! How are you this morning? How is everything going? Just going to adjust my headset a little bit better. Okay. I'm going to break into this house as quickly as I can. Or maybe I should say, let them break out. See if there's some sort of cooking thing in it, and go with that. Hi. Oh god. Nope, get off of my... Whew. She was quick. Alright. Hi there. Come on guys, break that house apart so I can get in there. There's the sky. So yeah, we'll get back into this factory maybe today. I don't know. We'll see. It matters a little bit less. I think I need to really, after I finish polishing. Oh, that's kind of a nice shot there. Finishing up all the polishing I've got. I want to go and add some new zombies in, so because it's just there needs to be some more stuff added. I've been working on creating I started work, I should say, on creating a turret that's stationary. Yikes. So that we are able to nope, nothing there. Oh, perfect. And we're out. So that the damage and whatnot scales a bit better, which also means I need to go and explore the, Oh yeah, it's right there. Whew, glad I had to figure this out. The game stages, the progression, not the progression, but it's the game stages kind of file, so I need to go through there and figure things out. Alright, put those in there. We'll do 10. And it just says I can just do bottled water? Okay, we'll cancel that. And yeah, cook up some meat. Just char that right up, I don't really care. Make some single ones, don't care. Not right now. Get rid of that. What? Got these 2 bottled murky waters. Recipes. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I see. There's too much stuff getting done. Okay, that's fine. You. Recipes. Bottled water. Alrighty. Ooh. Yeah, that's quite nice. I like that. Take myself a new screenshot. I think that's a pretty good one. There we go. It's like I've been taking screenshots for years or something. Okay then, let's get down there, shall we? So there apparently is a UI on the SDX side of things. Why am I so slow? That is, dang, I wish it wasn't so freaking sweltering. What? We have this other option, because otherwise nobody's going to be able to see anything, so that's not good. Wow, that weapon really launches the zombies back. It does indeed, doesn't it? Gotta cough real quick, sorry. This cold is just not going places. Okay. So yeah, I've been trying to think of new zombies to make that either I have seen that I've liked, or that I don't necessarily like, or kind of think it might be interesting. And I do like the idea of a military biker. That sounds pretty fun. I do think that I might go with, oh no, the fighting, or the spitting fat zombies from True Survival. They are good times. Just run right over top. God, if all the things that they could fix, I just wish it was this frickin' like smashing them with melee weapons thing. You guys just can't even wait to get me. So, just do you in like that, and you. Nope. The adjusted range thing is like pretty tricky. One of the other things I think I would probably do. I don't know if I want to do it. Well, no, I was trying to do the zombie transmogrifier, so that might just do it all by itself. Just make it so the zombies are, quite a bit of them are faster. So maybe I won't need to do. But that's an SDX mod. I started looking at SDX mods yesterday because the what was it? 7 Days to Die mod launcher is getting produced by HAL 9000, and he's wanting to kind of test it out, and so it oh no, oh, he's close. So it's I was just trying a few things out And I do want a bunch of the different things that SDX offers, like the take and replace kind of thing that they started to put in for, like, if you have barricades on windows and stuff, you can pull them off, or doors and stuff, and then even reuse them. I think that was a pretty cool mod. The zombie transmogrifier, of course, is pretty much a necessity. It makes things just, like, that much more difficult. But I'm thinking, yeah, if you can power through this in, like, 2 weeks, if you really, if you know what you're doing, and, like, now, with the healing factor that I have bought, and the respire sites that I found, I'm sort of almost unstoppable. I mean, if that horde got me, I guess I also have... Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're gonna have to get your stupid body, I guess. There we go. But, yeah, so like I said, we'll be going up and down in difficulty as time progresses. And once again, you have to hit them in the head for the most part. Otherwise, like, hitting them in the body just isn't very efficient use of your time. It'll knock them down. I guess when you're higher level, it matters a little bit less. You can kind of... I guess the equivalent is like breaking all their ribs and spinal columns so they can't actually move. I guess. Not great. Oh, hi there, business guy. But yeah, I think if I were to just keep this vanilla, what I would probably do is... not vanilla. Non-SDX or DTM or whatever, DMT, would be to have it so that the zombies had... I mean, I would probably make it a whole different tier of them that had just a faster speed. So there'd be, like, fast zombies getting spawned in. I think that would be probably the way to go about it. But I think that adding SDX spice would be the best long-term solution for a lot of things. Because I do need to have a proper ending in this too. And so I really want to get that done. I don't know if it's exactly possible. I think I have to do it in a player class. Anyway, we'll see how it all goes. Oh. Yeah. But that kind of update shouldn't... That'll just make it more difficult. You gotta take that cop out, man. It's just causing problems. But yeah, you know, I definitely remember how annoying it was to have spitting fat zombies all over the place in true survival. So if, like, that hungry zombie, the fat hungry zombie, and this Mo here, oh my, both spit, it would be a problem. Can I hop right up here? Yeah, I can. Come here, puppy. Come here. There we go. I think I might need to take that cop on. Okay, I'm just getting out of there. Oh! Super fast puppies might be fun. Not super fast, but, you know, a lot faster. Give them some kind of weird mutated back leg. I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think? Dang it, we're getting a bird coming in. Ow! Ah! Bird, go away. Go. Ah! Whoa! Holy moly. They're all around me. Maybe go down to this road and fight them. Yeah, because I feel like being able to do this is, I don't know. They have to be just a little bit faster. This is something I discovered in Ravenhurst, right? Like, they're too slow, for some reason. They're not, I don't know if this is nightmare speed or what. Like, it just must be just running speed. This is not really that scary. Exactly. And that's not the point of this mod. We gotta up the dread. We're gonna dread a lot of more things here. Even when you're this powerful, you should be fearful of things. Though how the heck did I make it so, well, there are ways, I guess, to make it so that, oh, missed him, so that, I guess that you're in a certain biome, and that makes it so that, you know, if you're there, you know, you either want to get out because it's too friggin' hard, oh boy, or, it's easy and you want to stay, right? Even, like, with this much stamina and healing, you might want to have a biome that's so hard that it's, oh, there's a puppy there. You know what I kind of wish I had? I wish I had that spear. Like that. Nice iron spear. That's what I want. I only like blood moons when I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. Ah, there's a lot of dogs here. Oh man. I mean, I still, if I do, like, misstep a couple times, I could end up quite dead. Whoa. Yeah, but for the most part, now, you know, as I've been developing it, mostly it was going to be to make it a little more, you know, fun. I guess, like, in some ways, I bet you some people really will like this, like, where it's, you know, not crazy hard, and they can fight things, and then they get to just focus on building and things like that. So that's the other option too, to go is more of a builder style mod and put a lot more useful blocks and materials in, which is sort of planned for me. I want to put in titanium and aluminum at least, because I think, yikes, that would be good. I can just shrug that off, right? That's just a big hole in the side of my arm or head or neck. Come on, heal. Oh. And that wave is done. Whew. And I also feel like Horde Night should go all night long, so I might have to alter the game stages so that all night is a scary night. At least, you know, well, yeah, it could possibly scary. I mean, you know, it should be somewhat scary. But for it to kind of just end, I don't know. I feel like if the moon is red, it should be a terrifying day. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Could you make it random? Like occasionally a zombie will slow walk towards you, then it screams, and then barrel fast? That's interesting. Yeah, maybe. How in the heck would you do that? I guess you would... So you were thinking like it would walk towards you and then do that. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So that hasn't been done yet. The zombie transmogrifier makes it so they either are fast or slow. And that's pretty much that. That loot bag must have disappeared already. Yeah. So I guess we're pretty much done here. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just get myself fueled back up. So I am also, you know, powering through everything, and I do know how to get everything in the game, so things are a little bit easier for me. Okay. Guess we could probably turn down the camera. Video. Camera should probably be more in this range. There we go. That seems better. It's usually just in like the beginning and the end of night when the sun is like, or the quote sun is at a particular angle to the world that everything gets super dark. So, but yeah, in theory, I guess what you could probably do is have some kind of walk timer on there somehow. Without looking at it in more depth, I can't exactly say how easy or hard that would be. Alright. Use that up. I might take one of these, put that on the bike. What I could keep doing is occasionally I can come back to this and make it so that I can test to see how difficult I'm making things. Though on the other hand, I'd almost would rather just restart at some point, and I'll probably actually maybe I'll do a bit of both. Though the problem is there's so many little things to get done over the next week that making it more challenging isn't exactly easy compared to some of the other things. Maybe we could, I don't know if people are interested, we could maybe take a look at the modding list, but yeah, there's a fair bit of things to get done. Anyway, we're gonna walk over to the zombie, or to the cloning factory that's infested. Gonna clear my throat, sorry guys. Okay. So it's been like 2 weeks with this cold. Maybe actually going on 3 now. Really annoyed with it. But for the most part, it's only like a little bit. So what I'm thinking to do with this particular POI to make it a little more difficult, I should give it probably at its own biome. That way I can control the sheer number of zombies around it and what's in that biome. That would probably help quite a bit. And then I'm thinking some more ancillary buildings around it with certain types of sleeper spawns would be super beneficial. Though how... yeah, I don't know. So that's another reason to go to SDX or DTM or whatever it is to make it so that there is only a certain amount of buildings in a particular biome, which would mean that I could actually make it so there was only one of these, which would be good. So yeah. Okay, so just waiting for the light to friggin'... Why is it... Are those the radioactive bodies over there? Oh yeah, they are too. They look really good at night. Nice. I turned the emissions, like I didn't want the emissions to be as crazy as they were for like the normal zombies, because like Chernobyl radiation isn't exactly I don't know, so bright, but during the night that actually looks pretty decent, I guess. It's a little bit too light, but basically I just took this corpse and just added an emission layer to it, and so it looks a little bit more glowy. And during the day you can still differentiate it. It's just not as intense as the zombies in this particular thing. Alright, anyhow. Hello everyone, how are ya? How's it all going? So I'm just doing a bit of a playthrough of my mod. I don't know who is hiding in the background, but just sort of testing how it all feels, because, you know, that's an important part of knowing how your game is. And this particular POI isn't quite finished. I've been working on it quite a bit now. Let's see if there's any sleepers going to spawn in here. Yes, there are. So, the reason for this is that there's a lot of sleeper locations that haven't per se been triggered, but there's a high number of, or there's not that many zombies that can spawn in any particular time. So, yeah. Anyhow, I need to add some more stuff in this particular area. Let's see here. What am I up to today? I don't know. There's so many little things that need to be tweaked and fixed. Ah, god damn it. A little hop. Ah, we gotta get him in the head, which is so hard. Dang you! I think we're gonna have to... Oh, man. Ow! Little freaking jerk. Like, I don't know. I find the, I liked the radiated zombies from Alpha 16. Let's put it that way. Ow! We gotta go with some soft hits, I think. Love taps. Am I bleeding? I'm just getting hit a lot. Rah. What are you guys? Why are you so slow? I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, one of the other SDX things that needs to happen is I need to have a method to detect when I destroy a block. Ow. And yeah, then that will change the spawning rates of stuff. So, but we'll see how that all goes. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, you're so freaking annoying with your little lads. Ow. Oof. So that, I was testing out sort of the hard spawning zombies right there, and so that's what that's all about. Yeah, okay, so once again, we'll kind of go run through here real quick. I think most of this should be cleared out now. Da, 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 da. Yep. Okay, looks good. All right. And this area I really need to add a lot of stuff in. I was playing around with some of the SDX stuff, and they have like these robots and stuff walking around and stuff. I don't think the particular aesthetic goes with my mod, but I like the idea of, you know, this being an automated factory, because that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't necessarily know how I want people to get through here. Like I said, it's still a work in progress. So we need to work that out. That could be an interesting way to make them go up there and around. I don't want it necessarily to be a dungeon though. I don't feel like it should be exactly a dungeon. That should trigger those guys. They're up here. Yep. They're here. Oh, no. Ow. Make sure they're dead. And you are definitely dead. Okay. So this is supposed to be a CCTV, but it doesn't always work. I might have to talk to Zith about why it sometimes doesn't work. because you should be able to see out here with this CCTV, like this, the camera, and over here, and a few other locations throughout this place. Ah, this freaking thing. Yeah, I need to redo this stupid lip. It's just like, it's so annoying, the game sometimes. Anyhow. Yeah, big empty space to work with, which is almost, I find it pretty kind of tricky actually, because I'm just like, what am I gonna fill this with? But, you know, I'm slowly building up little props and stuff to fill it up with, and, I have to think of it like a real factory, like it needs to have certain aspects of it to work correctly, and so, yeah. Have to head to work, but take care. Okay, see you later, prep for it. Hope you have a good day at work. Now, I do believe I've fixed these up. So, because I've already killed the zombies in here, they are not going to respawn, so that's fine. Yeah, and then ultimately you would slowly make your way through over to the quality control area. This area will be a bunch of testing and diagnostic stuff, and there'll probably be another little bit of a lab over in this corner here, I'm thinking. Because I don't think I need all this area, but some of it is also going to be storage for clones, so that people can get their organs and stuff that they would need in times before the zombies. Which is what this room here is going to be, is just a giant storage area. Though, because the factory is going to be malfunctioning a little bit, it should have a crap ton of zombies coming out of it. And that's why this whole cloning factory is supposed to be so full of zombies. It's also supposed to be the reason why there are so many familiar faces. And only certain faces, right? It would be nice to add a little bit of the UMA zombies back in, where just like occasionally you get some of the random human from out there that wanders in, but the vast majority of whatever's in your county should be provided by the cloning facility, because that's why there should be so many of the same faces. I don't know. I'm just working at things to try to make the game make a little sense and whatnot. Anyhow, we're going to go around the front, because this is currently the only way to the special area. But I got to rework the whole thing. Will, hi, how's it going? Yeah, yeah, the lip thing is annoying at the moment in any mod or version, especially at traders. Yeah. Yeah, it's like super annoying that it does that. So I'm going to try to rework it. That's what playtesting is for, right? You test it and you're just like, that's just not what I intended at all. So that guy will probably come and bug us at some point. Nobody in here today? Okay then. Let's try to get in here. Yeah, this is gonna be scary. Whoa there. Hi, Arlene. Darlene. Yeah, so I think by the combination of putting this in its own unique biome and adding new zombies to all of this will certainly make this feel a lot scarier and actually be more of an insane difficulty. I haven't actually made a full biome on my own yet, but, you know, if I copy the wasteland and just change some of the blocks that are in it, I think that would be pretty good. For a start, anyway. Yeah, anyhow. Moving in. Take you out. Yeah, because I feel like something needs to be done. That's taking 2 weeks to get to the end here is not slow enough. No. Yes. In this area, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. It needs, like, I kind of wanted it to be like, you know, a reception area or meeting for like students when they come in here and they, you know, want to try to see this, like a back facility on a tour, or maybe prospective investors. Slash, like, I don't know, staff parties and stuff. I don't know. Okay, so I need to expand that sleeper area a little bit. Is there someone out here? There he is. That's the problem in the daytime is they can see you, but they can't get to you very fast. Okay, yeah. So still, I hadn't really done anything with sleepers and such before, so having them pop in like that is a problem, but I can fix it. I know how to do that now. So, were you trying to get in there? Somebody in there. And it's interesting, yeah, setting up the whole POI and you're just like, oh yeah, what's the story here? Like, what's going on with everything? But, like I said, I know where everything is, so... Oh, they're coming for me. These guys must have been trying to get into the whatever rooms these are. Yeah, definitely need some tougher zombies. Ow! Die already! Can I repair this thing? What's it gonna take? Some wood. Interesting. Alright. How is this working? Okay. The washroom thing seems to have worked out alright, I guess. Sure. That's not bad. Kinda wish there was, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, the game is coming along. I mean, both the, like, the vanilla and everything else, so it's... Can't really complain too much. Well, really? So, yeah, I'm gonna take care of that guy. Figured in here was a nice little addition that you'll have to find out about another time, especially if I can get those stationary turrets working. Did I just say stationary turret? Oops. Alright, I gotta deal with this guy probably too. I mean, he's not really gonna do much to the whole facility. But part of the idea is that this facility doesn't really get damaged by many zombies because there's no humans left in it anymore, but it probably would have been somewhat damaged at the get-go, so... Yeah, anyhow. Okay. And I'm thinking that this needs to be a cafeteria, which is why this is here, but then this presents a problem for me because if it's not totally enclosed, like I like the idea of it being open, but if it's not totally closed, players are just going to be able to squeak up here, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it is. Not every player will, though, but we'll see. So, over here, I know some of you guys have already seen this stuff. This is the sort of... the corporate types can come down here and sort of inspect their factory, see how it is working or going, talk about it, could go on tours, show things off, without exposing people to... or exposing the factory to the germs that people have, you know? And this is supposed to be kind of like an operating theater. Something so that people can see what's going on if they want. There's also these blinds here. Yes. So sometimes this works and sometimes it spawns business guys. Kind of annoying. But this is the proper research lab. Looks like they tried to barricade themselves in. Whoa! Alrighty. So we'll pass through here. It's kind of too bad there's only the female lab zombie. I'll have to... Part of the learning how to make new zombies and entities that I'm trying to do a little bit on the side of just making the mod better, is gonna have to be like learning how to do the UMA zombies. I know Kane is really good at it, so maybe I'll have to explore Darkness Falls or talk to him about it. The dismember thing should be, I guess, getting better in Alpha 17.3, so that ideally, if you you can probably break their leg, and that should be good, because then it will be the zombies won't be able to get you as bad. Come on, scientists, what do you got? They're all still at their workstations. Working away. So there's going to be lots of loot here, but I'm going to change these around to different type of loot. So, yeah. Okay. I think there's also probably going to be something terrible up here for you guys to see. But there isn't at the moment, so enjoy. Enjoy while the mod is still easy. And if people... Oh, hi. She was a boss. If people do like the more, I don't know, easy version of it. Because that's sort of what the melee mod was going to be about, was to be just fun and have a bunch of destruction happening with your melee abilities. I could maybe make a branch that's less evil, as it were. Okay, so I was hoping that this would work better. I put a couple of sleepers like up on these things, thinking like, oh hey, maybe they were trying to get away from the zombies, you know, and they're like trying to crawl through these little things here. But no, it just seems mostly like they get stuck. So mental note, don't do that. Gotta move back. Too many scientists. Not that there's too many, I think there's actually needs to be something scarier here. But we'll see. We could be like enhanced scientists as well. Okay, I think we're good now. Just gotta take this one down. Hurrah! There we go. Okay. So that's pretty much that. I mean, I still need to go through and decorate certain areas. Like, I think this hallway is pretty decent. These offices here need a little more work, but this is pretty good here. This is the helipad from the Gashi Tower, I think. So yeah, but this is a cafeteria. It will probably be pretty good. Trying to figure out how to maybe make it so that there's like an appropriate number of zombies, and I don't know, all that stuff is kind of tricky. So because like I don't want it to just be like the houses in Navezgane where there's just like, you know, 30 people to a house built for like 4, you know, and you're just like, why are there so many people in this house, in every house? Yeah, anyhow, so that's that. So up we go. I'm back. What happened? Oh, Joanne, how's it going? How are you? How have you been? Welcome to my mod. Welcome to Vanguard Biologics cloning facility. I had a horde night and I beat down some zombies. It was pretty good. I'm thinking of ways to slow the mod down a little bit, not by hurting the player, but by hurting some of the stuff that I've added into the mod, you know? Like, I think the beginning is good, but then it needs to progress. It needs to get harder a little quicker, so I'm going to figure out how to do that. I had to do some marketing for my wild honey on Facebook. Nice. I think I might need to get some lozenges next time I do this. So, as you can see, the helipad is not a safe place to be. It's a little bit scary out there. There's probably no reason to go out there, just so you know. And then in here, this is one of the corporate boardrooms. So, a number of zombies in here. And I don't know what these guys used to do, but they obviously worked here. Doing something. Kind of cool if these were each their own individual, like, sub-bosses or something. That could be kind of fun. These guys back here. I think I was going to change these to just random zombies, because they're sort of more like waiting staff. But... Alright. But anyways, I spent like weeks working on this POI so far. Oh no! The roof is unstable. Ah! Now, Trekker did point out that this guy must have been the CEO. And the CEO should be as scary as hell, I think. So, yeah. There is funniness because the way that these tables are built, this is like a dynamic table or something, and where it starts and stops, it has like, it puts down two of these posts, and I'm a little bit, like, I tried to get it as good as I could, but it isn't quite perfect. That's a really long table. Not really sure that it would be a good idea to do that, so this is interesting. I kind of like this. Could come at an ill-opportune moment for people, though, so I don't know. Maybe not a great idea. Anyways, we'll see. And this roof collapsed a little bit, too. Huh. Interesting. Oh, all the way down. All the way down to the factory floor. Well, that's interesting. I'll see what happens with that. I may have to put in a little bit more reinforcement, which could make this fun effect not work anymore. Okay, up we go. No, we're not going up there, though. There's actually no need to go up. This is sort of, I don't quite know, because, yeah, I don't want the building to be, like I said, I don't want it to be like the dungeon crawl. Like, it should be, I don't want the gaminess of a dungeon crawl. I want it to feel sort of natural, where this is like, it's obviously going to be here because it's an important part of the corporation's function, but it isn't necessarily going to be there per se. Just sort of like you don't need to go out there per se, but, you know, I might try to entice the player to go out there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know who is waking up, but you can just go back to sleep, please. Yeah, the fastest one will be the big boss. Yeah, I should write that down. Big boss. Anyways, my time might almost be done. So we have to go into this elevator shaft here. And go on down. So this is sort of semi-secret, players. And this I'm a little bit torn on because, so you're kind of down in this pit, and this is supposed to be like the end of my mod. So I don't know if it's possible to make it so that the player can occasionally have a zombie fall on them and be able to do what they need to do down here. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to push leaps and bounds here without actually knowing 100%. But this is supposed to be a security door that you'll have to break through. With tools that are supposed to be better than this pick. Now, there's supposed to be, at some point, a mining laser. Which is a good thing. I think for today I may just leap through this, because this is just a playthrough. It's almost 7 o'clock, and basically the end. But the point is to, I guess, smash through this somehow. Maybe this should all be metal? I don't know. Feedback is great, man. I need as much feedback as I can get, because I can make this whole thing stainless steel. If that would be better. Or some sort of super composite made out of, like, I don't know, layers of diamond and titanium and, like, neoprene so that it can dissipate the heat or something. Because if it's super hard, the surface won't get damaged. And then if it's got the ability to flex a little bit with, like, elastic... oh, shoot, what do they call it? It's like an elastic... property that it can hit and bounce back. It's not actually going to take any damage, but then that mechanical energy needs to be dissipated as heat somehow, so that's why you have the titanium and everything else in there, and the neoprene to transform it into heat, but then the titanium to disperse it around. Bringing science back to 7 Days to Die. Anyhow, let's hop through this wall. Oh no, I can't without well, it's fine, I got full health and stuff anyway, I guess. But say you finally break through this friggin' wall, then you have another wall with another security thing. Now I'm thinking if I can get those turrets working, then you're gonna have to blast them, or maybe there'll be some robots down here. Anyway, smash through this wall as well, which I don't know, maybe it's too much work for the player at this point. This to me seems like a realistic security feature that people would do, right? Like if you have your control center, like if you're guarding the president of a country, you know, you're going to want some extremely thick walls. Like think of like NORAD, right? There's this huge, I don't even know, what is it, 100-ton door blocking NORAD off? Like you can't bash through a wall like that very easily. Anyhow, then I guess once you get through all there, somehow, then you get into the main kind of computer room, which I've showed off in pictures before. And then you just need to break in and get this AI core. And like I said, with better tools, like I don't, like part of it is, I just don't think I have, let me see here, and if I were to go and just buy as much Miner 69 as I could. Let's see here. Strength is also going to do block damage, right? So that would be a good one. This increases block damage, so no, you'd probably have a little bit of this. Maybe more of that. Right, by the time I actually want players to be here, it's supposed to be way more difficult to get here. But, you know, it's also helped by the fact that the Respire sites give you so much more stamina that you could probably just wail on it with, like, heavy hits the whole time. But yeah, like I said, also, you know, if I do figure out a way to have the occasional zombie fall down behind you, it will be, you know, this won't be exactly easy. Right, so then you just destroy the quantum neuromorphic chip that controls the whole thing, and bam, there you go. Bam! And this is where, yeah, you get this processor, and bam, you beat the game. Right? It's just one possible ending that I thought of. Kane could probably do it for his mod too, because he has those portals that he's added, and if that's sort of one of the ideas that I had was like a, I don't know, hell portal or something. It was in JC's mod. He had a hell portal, and Doom kind of works the same way. You have a portal to hell, but then the idea would be to go and get to the portal and break the portal somehow, and then get an item from it, which can trigger the end of your mission, and that will allow, ideally, the SDX part of the mod to be like, oh hey, he finished this quest. Now we can change the spawn rates to be a little bit lower, or whatever else is the next thing. Hey Dan, how's it going? Anyhow, that is basically that. That is how the whole thing works. And then this should also ideally shut down the factory. Now, I think that would have to be SDX as well, because if this is missing, I guess what it could do is it could downgrade to another type of block, and then kind of like the creep, or not the creep, the whatchamacallits from medieval mod, blight, the blight from medieval mod. There should be a way to make it go out a little bit by little bit, and maybe say like start turning the emission level off on these particular shaders or something, right? Like there's a lot of like little things that I would love to get done. I just don't know if I can realize my vision, you know, so well. And then of course it would like start propagating to the factory up top, where that would not be working so well. But yeah, that's basically this entire facility. At the moment, as it stands, it needs a lot more work. I probably won't be really done with it for months and months. Once I get to, you know, the final level of getting it all going. I don't really necessarily want to go out there because there's no major point to doing that. But this would be good. Oh wait, we can't get out. Oh yeah, we can. It's just a different direction. Yeah. Anyway, do you guys have any questions and stuff? So that's, like I said, that's basically how this whole thing works. Oh, I see. That didn't go all the way down. It just went to here. Okay, so perhaps this floor might actually be okay, because all the support will be coming up from below. I'm gonna have to check the structural support and everything for this. Ugh. That's sort of another issue with building a POI of this size, is that yeah, I've got to watch the structural integrity of it so that it can hold everything and be good. Alright, so do I have a piece of paper? Because I want to add a couple of things to it about where to go next to make it just a little bit more difficult. I guess I have this little book here, and pen. There's a highlighter. Highlighters are no good. But yeah, I feel like with the changes to the stamina, even if I did make it more difficult, like not like insane, crazy, stupid difficult, it would be okay. Because the beginning is not too bad. What is it? May... the heck is the date? 8th. So actually I'm on the right day. Okay, let me just write this down. Super Zombie CEO. Executive Boss Zombies. New biome around the facility. What else did I say, guys? Do you remember? Let me see here. Maybe different mining tools, but that's I've already got that in my to-do list. materials aren't needed. Oh, right. Some sort of super zombie in a lab area. And I need to have a different path to the upper floor. And I think that should be doable without being too gamey, in that the upper floor doesn't really contribute to the functioning of the whole zombie factory or the cloning facility. So the AI would be less concerned of what the heck is going on upstairs here, because its real objective is to control. Oh yeah, I didn't show off this area, but not much back here. Just a little bit of a coffee area for the guards. A little bit of crenellations, just in case some protesters come in here and need to be taken care of. They have a little bit of a little area to hide behind and fight. Yeah, so that's basically that. Dan, did I say hi? I'm pretty sure I said hi. Yeah. Urgh. So... Okay. Well, that stuff is going to happen. Yeah. Because I feel like if I'm going to say that this particular base part... Oh, I see you guys over there. Has... Oh, maybe... I wonder if these guys took out a little bit of stuff which then caused things to collapse. Ooh, that would be interesting. Wow. Yeah. It's probably just a wandering horde. Take them out, and then we can go back and talk. So yeah, basically that would be the end of the mod. Not that, like, it's supposed to stop the game. It's kind of like in, I guess, I haven't played some of the more recent Sid Meier's stuff, but I used to play Alpha Centauri a lot. You could kind of keep going after, like, say you transcended, right, which is like the ultimate goal in the game. So I wouldn't want to have people's games, like, just end. The heck, it's raining, and I'm hot, I'm dying. Ugh, not good. Anyhow, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna show people? Why am I in here? There's a reason for it being in here. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, so this is the main area here that was, you know, the concern of the AI is all in this floor. And yeah, I think that if I can somehow manage to get the blight to work in such a way, you know, totally redo it almost 100%. But the mechanics that it uses is it kind of looks for blocks around it each time and transforms them into blight blocks. It's kind of this, like this cellular automata kind of thing. And so what if it came up here and started to power off all the lights and machinery that might be working, you know? That's sort of my thoughts on that. Yeah. Okay, so I got lots to do in this place. This is what it looks like on the inside of one of these tanks, by the way. I wouldn't recommend being in here. There's no real way to make it have water inside and have the zombies on the inside. It's just, yeah. At this point, there's no good way to do it. So, up. I'm gonna spawn a zombie in here. I want to see if it can get out, because I think I fixed things. I may not have, though, so I don't know. You're on my head, aren't you? Thanks. Boom. Let's spawn you in here. I hope this works better. There we go. Close that. Come over here. And, get back down to the ground. There. Yeah, there we go. Looks like I fixed it. What about over here? Maybe this side is better. Hmm? Yeah, perfect. I'm glad that worked. Oh, he broke the tank. Water everywhere. That effect works pretty well, but then it looks a bit goofy, but there isn't really a way around it. It is what it is without, you know, going a lot deeper or getting pimp support. There's not much more I can do, but I don't know. It works alright. Yeah, so I think I'm going to just end up painting a lot of these pieces to look like this. It's a bit unfortunate, but I don't like the idea of jumping up and down here. It seems like punishment to the player for no reason. Yeah, Playful Geeks! You loved Alpha Centauri. Don't go. The drones need you. They look up to you. Yep, that was awesome. Yeah, no, Alpha Centauri, it was one of probably the bigger influences of stuff in my life, but you know, I mostly just like I liked a lot of the stuff that Chairman Shenzi Young had to say about, you know, mind over matter and stuff. Yeah, helped me stay in shape a lot. Mind is nothing more, or pain is nothing more than input to the mind, to the computer of the mind. Take control of the input and become master of the output. It was always a nice mantra to say when you were running or doing like a workout and you're just like, oh my god, it hurts. Just, you know, try to work it through. Okay, so yeah, what do people want to see in my mod, either as it stands or as it or things that they want to actually like maybe see? Because basically this is it right now. You always play as Morgan. Morgan was an interesting one to play too. I wasn't really great as Morgan. Never as good as either the Hive, the Human Hive, or Lady Deidre's guy. Those two are the main ones I beat it with. So yeah. What mod? This mod is Adreden. It's a mod that I'm working on. It's not quite finished. I put it up on the mod launcher as it is. It is sort of only experimental though. At this point, because just one second. Okay, sorry, I'm just dealing with a cold. Yeah, this whole area is not this is supposed to be the final thing in the game, not in the game, but the final mission thing that you have. Like, you get the mission right at the beginning of the game when you spawn as a player, but then then you need to actually go and survive and do the stuff, and eventually you'll get to this particular place. I made a special map for it because random world gen was kind of terrible in 17.2. Whoa, I'm sorry guys. My new mic stand, I'm trying to figure out a better way for it. I have to make a new I don't know. The base of it is terrible, and so I can't move my feet very much without banging it. I need to put it higher up on my desk and then have it like loom over me. Anyhow, yeah. Anyways, Silent Wrath. I don't know. I assume that's how you say your name because you have so many S's in it. I just don't know. I'm just taking a guess. Yeah, I could even start to do some of the more interesting things. So, like, harvesting that, we get radioactive flesh. Now, the radioactive flesh is something that we can start to play around with. You know what? There's no chem stations in here. That's one of the things that kind of irks me about Alpha 17, or not Alpha 17, but the vanilla game. Not like pissed off about it or angry, just like the low technology level look of some of the equipment. like the chem station looks like it's been jerry-rigged together, which makes sense for the apocalypse, but if you have pre-war artifacts, you don't have a good look for them. Anyways, I'm trying to work on some workstations for that. Also, I had a friend whose computer died. Poor Dawn. I'm sorry, Dawn. Who was working on some of those too. So hopefully we can get those all good. Yeah. How am I going to make the biome spawn less stuff after? I guess that's also going to have to be with the, quote, blight. Ah, dang it. I'm going to move my foot away from the stupid mic stand. Yeah. Because mostly the next things that one could do... So some of my visions are... have new threats appear. That aren't necessarily zombies. Either... I'm thinking there's going to have to be an experimental building using Akubiari drives that are trying to experiment with what's known as the Big Rip. And the Big Rip is essentially a point in time where space-time is expanding so fast that even gluons, which make up bosons, I believe. Sorry, I'm not exactly a particle physicist, but, you know, bosons and whatnot get ripped apart. And normally what happens is that, you know, when you rip two quarks apart, they make another quark pair, but, you know, who knows what's going to happen when we get to that stage. So the idea is that there was an experiment relating to that, and that it's sort of broken the M brain that we sit on, so that it's going to rely quite a bit on M theory. And if you don't know what M theory is, it's just a sort of a unifying theory of string theory, because string theory came in 5 different flavors before, and they were having trouble figuring out which one was right, but it turns out they're all right. If you just add another dimension, they're all just alternate ways of looking at the same sort of stuff. Yeah. Anyhow, science! Yeah, it's okay, so some of the more unique items. This one is from Guppy's mod. This is from mine, the radioactive flesh. This, neuromorphic chip, there's not really anything to do with it other than the fact that it's sort of like a trophy. I was thinking maybe make a trophy case for it, like, hey, you did it! And you could make it into a trophy case, which could then put someplace on, I don't know, in your base or something, right? Like, hey, I did it. Which I think could be fun. I don't know. People need to give me feedback on that. Now, I don't really know what's in this POI. There's a lot of really fun things around this little area. But yeah, actually this is just the mine, isn't it? So, lots of stuff in here. It'd be fun to explore. But in terms of the basic stop the zombies quest, that was that. That's all done. Let me see here. So just, I do want this to be more of a playthrough, but just to show you guys, I took some pictures of this stuff, and I will break this down after I show you it. I'll get the digger, and we'll break it down. But these are supposed to be some sort of like top tier blocks. Ow! Cactus. That the zombies can't really get at. Now, sort of the point of these is to kind of look a little bit like a bone texture, and I think I have a new way, like yet another thing to try to make it look even better, but it's, you know, there's a lot to do, and I am chugging away at it all. It's just that between family life and this mod, it's a little bit slow here. Anyway, I'm just going to build a 2-high wall all around, which I will destroy, but I did want to show this off. Yeah, so this is sort of how it looks. Kind of looks like it's a bit pitted. And it looks like it does have small little holes in it, which is nice, but I think what I need to do is add, make these big holes slightly less uniformly deep, and then add more random smaller holes between the, like, these tiny little speckles and the great big holes. Yeah. Anyhow, that's sort of that. Let's summon some zombies. Man, this desert has some nice sunsets, man. Get some god rays in there. There we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna summon a couple. Come here, guys. So this block is supposed to be an end game block, and it is designed like. Ow! Really? How the heck? The path to get into them is not going to be easy. Ow. Shark. Come on. Use that up. It's going to require the investigation of zombie arm bones. Okay then. Gotta get back in there. This is probably not going to work out very well for me. This one's going to have to frickin' bite you. Oh god! Okay, maybe I should have made it 3 high. Or maybe just fewer zombies. Mind you, they're spawning in from all around. That's the big problem. Ow. Okay, let's make this 3 high. Just for purposes of showing you guys stuff. I'll show you kind of how to get them too. You guys are still getting up! Wow. Okay. Alright, block there. Well, I guess so. One of the things you have to do, the reason why I left these corpses in, is. Ow! Ow! There's a zombie in here with me. Okay, I can actually kill these guys off. I've sort of proven my point. Stop it. Gotta change the gamma. It's way too low. Would be to, yeah, you need to go and get the zombie bones. So, not those ones. You need their arm bones specifically. There's one. Because they are something that, you know, for some reason the zombies can punch through steel, so they need to have super tough arms somehow, right? So you take these ones here, and then ultimately what you're going to need to do is break them down into arm bone dust, and by doing a bunch of experiments, you will eventually get to the point where you can make it so they have, where you can make these things here. So, but you need an advanced workstation for that, so yeah. So there's actual science to be done in this mod. At this point, it's not a whole lot, but I am really hoping to expand it. Also, those red Burberry bushes, they, in theory, can also make what is known as safe ground. If you mix in like some of the red Burberries into these materials, then it makes it so that you could put these down and normal zombie spawns won't occur on them. The Horde spawns will still spawn, but that's something to do with the base game. Can't really fix that yet. And yeah, so that's basically that. I don't know, what more you guys need to know or see? I'll probably destroy this off camera, because yeah. And if I can, my goal is to get a bunch of shapes and figure out a way to apply this texture to them so that they become more, I don't know, More versatile, yeah. So the material is more versatile so that you could build an entire base out of them. Is there a way to check? I guess we would need a wrench. Did I bring a wrench? I did bring a wrench. I'm just gonna discard that because I didn't get them legit, so they're out of here. Yeah, so they are an extremely powerful block at 24,000 hit points. So they are nigh invulnerable. Once again, like I said, I want the end game to be harder, a hell of a lot harder, and so there will be new threats to worry about, shall we say. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. That's basically that. Okay, so if we were to continue play, what would we do here? We don't really need to be near this factory anymore. In fact, this whole area is kind of terrible. I think what I would do is live in this forest. So, that's where I'm going to go. Let's go to the forest, shall we? So yeah, I think there's a way... I know there's a way to detect if a character has a buff on them or not. So there should be a way to capture the event of finishing a quest. Because I'm pretty sure it's an event-driven thing. So basically, I guess I would add a listener for that somewhere. Ah, cactus! And then that would trigger whatever changes I want to the game to happen after you break the AI core. Yeah. That's basically that. Okay, if I get into this biome too, I can put on my flashlight duct tape hat. Or duct tape flashlight hat. That way I don't need to worry about as much heat. You know, this area could be just perfect as is. Nice little field here. Maybe we'll put something across from there. I like this little field right here, actually. Maybe we'll build something here. Do base. On the other hand, I might do a little bit of playing Alpha 17.3 because I want to see the changes. I need to kind of get a feel for it because this mod is 17.2, and if I convert it over to 17.3, then it's done and it's more compatible with what's coming out. I won't release that probably until it goes into stable, but make some kind of branch that is not so much, yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, so guys, there you go. Oh look, this is a good little area over here. We'll go over here and maybe park our bike over at the base of this hill. Boop. There we go. How many hours do you guys think you need to play a mod? Right? Like if you've played vanilla, how many hours do you think it should be to get to sort of an endgame state? I know if you're playing like True Survival, it's going to take you hundreds of hours. Ow. Oh god. Ugh. Well, the fighting is going to begin. Nope. Duck under your little swing. Because... Ow! True Survival is just evil. And, like, even if you're good at it, like, a playthrough is going to take you hundreds of hours just to get to the end of it. So, whew, they're coming in. Horde night every night, without being a Horde night. Another way to do things too would be possibly to lower the player XP, but I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. I hear you, telephone. Lean off to our right. Oh, that was a nurse. Okay. Ow. I need to restock on my bandages in a moment. Okay. Ah, dang it. It's funny, I've somehow got into actually doing a little duct when I play this game. Like, my body is somehow reconnected to the whole idea of... I don't know. Moving when I move in the game. Kind of weird. Anyway, D-Bad and I were... Ow! Ow! Talking about... yeah. The progression system, and I may just go with what we were talking about, which I don't think I've talked to anybody else about. Ow. But essentially, it's, you know, the player progresses and they think things are going well, and then things get more difficult again. That's fun, I suppose. Don't really often see that. That biker's gonna come up behind me. There he is. And I guess it's a bit different too, right? Like, if one was playing Darkness Falls, when Darkness Falls came out, they're probably going to invest a lot more time into it. Oh, it sounds like the kids are up. That's fine though. Because, you know, it's one of the first mods out and people aren't entirely burnt out on 7 Days to Die. Whereas the time that it took me to get this out is now pretty far in, and I don't think people will be quite as willing to play as much, which is why I kind of think increasing the difficulty a little bit is good, but too much would be too much for some players, and for the mod to get recognition. I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow, I think I'm going to end it here, guys, because it sounds like one of the kids has come downstairs. So, if you liked this, hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And, yeah. I will see you guys on another video. If you need to chat with me about the mod, head out over to my Discord, and you can talk to me there about it, about any bugs or anything, or upcoming features that I'm working on, or that you might think would be cool to include, because some of the things in this mod are other things other people have suggested to me. Things like caltrops, and oh, I need to test those. The handle-based mod system is all new and based off of S'more's idea, so I think yeah, actually, who told me about the caltrops? I don't quite remember. Anyways, it's, you know, I'm open to ideas. So, anyways, I'll let y'all go. Bye-bye.